Yeah, we are back. There's no need for an intro. This is part 2.
Yo, part 2. We back again in Socio-Digital Life, man. It's your boy Cody. Issue. Coach Dinho.
Yeah.
From JBM
Sports Academy.
Academy.
And that one here, the Queens again.
JBM Queens, yeah.
Oh yeah, and JBM Queens.
Yeah.
Yo, we still got X at the back. I got my homie Kulini, hashtag Kulofelo Nochivare. You know what I mean? Yeah, at the back. So let's go.
So, guys, thank you very much for giving me once another opportunity. I enjoyed the first one. Getting this one like once again.
Yeah. Really
I feel honored.
It's been lit. We're still out here. What you call this place?
Tshepo's Pub, yeah. Tshepo's Pub. Record Tshepo's Pub, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where we are right now. Issue.
Oh, last time, very little guy, man.
Same place.
I don't even remember because I didn't want to.
I mean, our conversation.
Yeah. Or the conversation.
Yeah.
I'm trying to recall that, but then instead of let's move on. Like I want to ask you about like your thoughts about what's been happening about FIFA, because there's a documentary that's out about FIFA. What some countries are undercover FIFA. Apparently other countries have been buying World Cups and stuff, even South Africa too. Even this one, to Qatar. This one, the recent one.
Oh.
What's your take?
Yeah, what's the take?
Okay. I think the thing has been happening for a long time. It's just that, as South African, we tend to be ignorant. If you can check back, yes, 2006, World Cup was supposed to come here in South Africa. 2006.
Sure.
Not a lot of people know what happened.
Yeah.
And then if you check, at that time, I think Solimuhulu said something. The legend Solimuhulu, ne?
Yeah, the scene.
We've got that track called Demsiwa Lengangele, Hot Kopo, Hakao Bulaya, Halim Mona, Lim Motor on the Pal for one matter. I think anyone is related to that song. By the time Solimuhulu was still on top.
Sure.
Do you get my sense?
Sure.
Who is Charles Dempsey?
Charles Dempsey.
Do you have any idea who is Charles Dempsey?
No, I don't.
Charles Dempsey was one of the members of, I think, SAFA, of the SAFA. Then he was white. Then by 2006, before we can hold the World Cup of 2006, there was election. Every time we are going to elect someone, already we know who is going to win. We as the cabinet, we as the leaders.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So, the Germans, ba rekile Charles Dempsey, gore at the date of the election, gore World Cup ye ko kae, a re jikele rena ma South Africa. We were very sure we are going to host the World Cup 2006.
Yeah.
Then at the date of the elections, Charles Dempsey was not available. Where was Charles Dempsey? They promised him, the Germans gave him everything. He flew a long time ago, before the election. Like when you call the nigger is no longer available. It's there, gone. Yeah. That's where the corruption of the corruption started from there.
Sure.
Then Rena, as South Africans, I'm very worried about our country. Like I think we are the most corrupted country according to Border, because they are ruling the world. We are worse as South Africans, but that's not the reality. We know we can change. Remember, we're talking about the World Cup. When we say World Cup is coming to South Africa 2010, ne?
Yeah.
Already, those people who are playing the World Cup, there are people who are already there who know. So, okay, at 2010 World Cup, we want World Cup to go to South Africa at 2010, ne? And then remember, World Cup is always 4 years, ne?
Sure.
If now we are at 2022, ne? We are going to host World Cup 2026, ne?
Sure.
Then those people who know already we are going to have to host the World Cup at South Africa or go Congo, 2026. Already, 2023, they were running the businesses inside that country.
Oh.
They get my sense. The
like
benefits
they are
come
the
from
mafias
there.
now. They know where the money is going.
Exactly. They are making money rotation, but you can't realize that because they can put someone in South Africa that's saying you are the CEO of this hotel already. They are owning hotels here in South Africa.
I never actually really thought about that. Exactly. But then it's a key. Like it's a key to know. a glimpse or okay, money's there now.
Yeah.
The mafias are going there, money's there. Oh, now I get it.
You must
Now I get
remember
it.
what, the government is black, the money is white.
Yeah, that's how it is.
That's
even,
how it
even
is.
now,
Yeah.
we even have black leaders, but then the money is white.
The money is white.
They are the mafias. They control us.
That is why you ask yourself a question, if you can check. Bible ngwadile ka mantswe ka ditlhaka tse di black man.
Yeah,
Mara batho uNkulunkulu akafani nathi.
but umhlophe,
Umhlobo.
the black is devil.
I understand.
Yabona ukuthi
uNkulunkulu
abasithandi
akafani
nokusithanda.
nathi.
They never like
But
us.
yonke
They don't.
into like ibhaliwe ngezinto ezimnyama. But
Yeah.
uGod akafani nathi.
So now back to
Yeah.
back to the main.
You wanna go back to the World Cup thing?
Nah, not the World Cup thing.
Oh,
You know,
oh yeah.
it's like right now, I hear like if somebody wants to be like become a professional soccer player, they would advise that person to, you know, just keep doing what you love, and also, try to find like proper like like the agents. You know what I mean? But like really, that's not really like the main case. You know what I mean? Like I believe in order to get a job, you need to know how to to attract the job. You need to know how to look, you know, suitable for the right thing. You know what I mean? So how to like how does this like as a player? How do I, like attract like opportunities? How do I?
And like you mean the right platform. The most important thing, I think on our first podcast we talk about it. Musona Aibulela are connection.
Sure, connection. Yeah.
That is why today ki startile academy, because I've seen those things. I've seen that corruption. I've seen those lot of things. The reason why is that we need to give the kids the right platform. And then one thing that we must understand is very easy for a player to become a professional player. And you don't need the agent to agent that player.
Sure.
As a father, like look at what is happening in Brazil. Ne? You are the agent of your son. The only thing you must be close, as the father, you must be close to the coach, the one who's coaching your son, because you don't know anything about football contract. Somehow they will hit you off guard. Then if the contract comes, like in football, I love one thing about football. Football is very fair. When the contract comes, mostly it favors the parent. While I'm as the coach, I'm the one who coached the player from 7 years. But when it's come, lot of benefits are the parents for the parents and the player.
Sure.
To my surprise, we also sign as a witness.
All right.
As coaches, as an agent, I sign as a witness on the contract.
Yeah.
The only thing you must do, I must have a very proper communication with the parent. Proper relationship, I might say. Ne? If I have a proper relationship with you as the father of Musa, when the contract comes, you will tell me, they will give Musa on the sport field, on the field, after training. Now we are signing, you take the contract, go and give it to your parent. Because most of the time, they are scared that if, most of the teams, they are clever. They will give the contract to you because they know you don't know anything. You don't know about the 500 compensation.
Yeah.
Do you know anything? Or if they take player from JBM Sports Academy, they have to give me the maximum is 500,000 rand. If Sundowns want Belinda now, want Thiago now, they must give me at least 250,000 and so on.
Sure.
To get my sense. But they will come behind the closed door and go to Belinda's place.
Straight.
And give Belinda's father that thing, and it's pissing. It's sad. We are the one who are doing the job.
So in terms of that, is it the white people or the us black people who are doing that, like around the corner or jump stage sa coach, reflect playing straight?
I remember last time ne ke lo dlala le UJ ke batlo fa example ya nto go nka yona or ke black or ke motho, then you'll have an answer when you'll go and digest it.
Sure.
You know what happened? I was coaching the Super Falcons. They are training there at Teniseng. It's not far there.
Yeah.
Then when I'm coaching there, we are going to play UJ, ABSA, which is Regional League, ABSA. Then when we get there, we went there. When we just enter the building, we get out of the taxi. One security guard came. They have to show us a changing room. Like Habatile Rabarich, not hostel Rabarich. Habatile Rabarich, we are going to give them a very clean change room. Even though it's not nice as theirs, go UJ, but that's the nice thing that we have.
Decent.
Rabarich is decent.
Sure.
Yeah, it's good for our own standard.
Sure.
Understand?
Sure.
So it's one of the top Rabarich. How do you like Tembisa?
Yeah.
So how fitla ko bana, you know what happened? Oh, we tule pele mhloko blind. The security guard said, guys, the change room babuti ya UJ fella. We must go and change at the toilet. That was a black person telling me. That was the black person telling me. I told them straight away. You know what? I asked him, who told you we must go and change to the toilet? Why should we go and change to the toilet? Because guys, UJ came to Rabarich, we play home game against them. They change on a decent place. Why now do we have to go to the toilet?
That's only been my main concern when coming to like H&F, like especially like the entertainment industry. That's the respect. You know what I mean? If you are an upcoming or you like an extra or you still playing for like Vela or whatever, the treatment is always like that.
It's
They
always
make
like
you
that.
feel
I
it.
felt the pain.
Yeah.
But when I started saying the way I feel about the situation, even the owner of the team didn't understand me at that moment.
Yeah.
He didn't understand it. He thought they are serious, like you can't cause a drama out of this thing and what. I said, no, chairman, I can't.
Sure.
I can't let it, I can't be treated like that.
Sure.
I'm a human being. I've got the pain. Then some of the players somewhere, they were not happy.
Sure.
But why should we spotted to go and change on the toilet? Because now we are playing UJ. Then when they come, maybe they are white and everything. I'm sorry to be racist if I'm
No, you're
racist.
not. You're not.
Do you understand? So then everything is going to be fine. We are going to give them a decent place to change.
Sure.
You get my sense? It's
Sure.
unfair. It was unfair. So I think that is the last game that I coach. Go Banyana. I'm like, okay, sharp chairman, he didn't understand it. Like I bottled it in, but chairman akamota like him like today. He doesn't know the reason why Dinho left.
Sure.
Even today.
So it seems like the whole thing is still continuing even now.
And it's still gonna continue. It's always been like that. You know what I mean? It's about. I think it's about like the value you bring. You know what I mean? It's always like that. You are treated, according to like your status. You know what I
Your
mean?
standards are being lower
Yeah,
every
that's
time.
it. And then that's their thing, bro. It's not really dope. You know what I mean? Because like I believe if you're weak, it'll really, really mentally like destroy you.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Because you also add value to the final product, bro.
Yeah.
They can't do this without you. So why now you gotta be treated like
There.
You know what I
And
mean?
it's also affecting the players because as a coach, you are the leader of the players.
Yeah.
When they see that happening, it's not like
you know what
it's
it said?
destroying their
As
minds.
the coach, my job, I'm not the coach without the players.
Yeah.
Now, as a coach, the player protect that. Now, as a coach, I protect the players.
Sure.
One understand? Like resort, the player.
Sure,
resort.
sure.
That is why now go buy them so now later. Or the coach did go K West. Everything
Sure.
because I was the one. I'm youth. I understand what players want.
Sure.
I understand the okay. Ntwana haina ilili 2000 ke ibata utritiwa ka tsela e jwang. I understand them better.
Sure.
One understand because
Sure.
I keep understand the stage to stage because I've been there.
Sure.
Or
You understand.
There'll be naughty here and there.
Yeah.
And I always utshwantse ba khuza every day. Ke bana batho bale. Msona ke ngwana like mentally something down.
Sure.
Ke ngwana.
Sure.
Then always ke amchanela. Understand? So coming to the point ke gore it's hard, bruh. It's hard because the chairman thought I'm influencing the players. Ke ba ka influence wrong. Ha ke ba bontsha
Selection.
the point ya go wrong ya go rena re change the toilet.
Yeah.
then it's like I'm influencing the players to have an attitude. Like I'm racist. Maybe I've got something against the whites. Maybe I've got something against Batwabadulankori,
Whatever.
townhouse and whatever.
Sure,
Understand?
sure,
So
sure.
I'm not.
So basically, it's like this thing now. It's in let's learn now.
Yeah.
We are doing it amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
We are being threatening. It's not racism. It's tribalism. Is it? It's tribalism.
There are a lot of
Completely
things-
heavy racism. Retuna in the tribalism
Worse.
way,
As
and we
black
are
peop-
even worse.
as
yeah.
blacks, we are
yeah.
worse.
Yeah,
You know how worse we are.
yeah.
Let me tell you one thing. There is certain abuse that is happening in South Africa, and it has been happening for a long time, but no one is looking at it.
Yeah.
There is a sister who is 25 years, 35 years. Ne? He will pass Kostarateng Saka. I'm a leader. He will pass Kostarateng Saka. Atsamaya lungwana it's grade 10.
The sister.
Yeah,
She.
she.
Yeah.
She. Ne?
Sure.
A tsamaya le ngwana o e leng gore o tsena ko skela o tsena grade 10 o etsa grade 11 a ya home rekela 6
Alcohol.
ba tshwere dipiro wa mmona ngwana she's a high school student o tsamaya le motho that's the abuse of the highest order, but no one is looking at that abuse.
Yeah.
And then what is happening a ke re o tsamaya le ngwana o la o etsa grade 11, then ba tlo dina ba ya somewhere ko diplekeng tse ile gore go nwa majwala on a serious note, ne? Then it is going to happen. O ile kopana le khoidi. Ha kopana le khoidi. Ba ile mo ruta dilo tse dimpi gore o tlo
I get it an example.
It's an example.
God forbid that.
God forbid that, yes. O ile kopana le someone.
Yeah.
Ha kopana le someone up until ba tlo mo ruta gore no. This is how we do things. Bashimane re phela le bona so ba mo ka influence already ha ba mtse ba mo influence.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, motho a tlo kopana go le ena. One day ba tlolwa. Muthola a matter ke monna now.
Yeah.
Now the abuse will start. It tlo thoma o bonagala. Oh, ho aya o tshwarisa o. But let's go to the root of the abuse. Where is it started?
Sure.
Most of the time, like we need to go to the root. Where is it started? It started when that sister take this little girl by a go tavern. Then ngwano aya kopana le that guy today I'm metileng gore o mo jetse child ya hae. So there are a lot of things that need to be looked at like intensively. We must go deep and look at them
Yeah.
before we can judge them.
I wish like we could jump into that topic more, but then it's not a focus for today's
Exactly.
episode. But then
It's funny. It's like,
hopefully
he's
we'll
like,
talk about
what-
that one.
We never discussed like
The gender-based violence and stuff. Like, I wish like we could go deeper into it,
We're
but
gonna
then
talk about sports today. Okay.
yeah, with sports.
Exactly,
Yeah, sports. It's all about sports.
Let's do it.
So I'm sort of like stealing the question, but then I want Colin to ask it very well the way he was saying it or asking it off cam. The question that you were saying like about how does the coach deal with the females and stuff, like can you pump it, like throw it to the coach? Yeah.
How do you contribute into their lives as a male figure going forward to say now here are they in your sports field or in your, I would say, your academy. How do you manage for you to be consistent and for you to have, and for them as well to have that father figure or to have that I would say the sports phenomena that they would trust you. Going back to the parents as well to say, are we safe with this person? To have our kids for 3 hours or 2 hours or an hour, 30 minutes of some sort. Are they safe as well? Going forward, to say, are my kids safe? that they will come back 7 o'clock in my house and have that say that no, I was at a soccer club. I was at the fields, mom. Understand? I don't know if you understand it.
clear.
Yes,
Yes,
I
clear.
it's very clear. It starts with self-love. I want to tell you one thing. I love myself more than anybody else. I love myself more than anything else. You know, most of the time I say, not anyone can touch my body. Ke rato o tshela le ma-ouch ke re, this is the golden body. This is the golden brain.
Sure.
Do you understand? I've
Sure.
got the golden brain, like all the time. Ke bolela ka self-love. I know the eye behind my eye.
That's powerful.
When I'm from ha ke tloha ko hae ne ke le Presti Ronaldinho, and then ha ke fitla mo Gauteng ke ba coach Dinho, but I've managed to transform those things into one.
Wow. Sure.
Because I knew one thing for sure, gore, there is no way God can give you a wisdom and then not control it around you. Remember,
Sure.
in everything that you do, at the end of the day, you must invite the divine intervention. I pray a lot. I sacrifice a lot. I'm a prayer. I don't go I don't go to church, but I'm a prayer. The reason why I managed to escape that, there was an incident. 2000. It was. I once went to jail for accusation of raping one. Now, three years or so.
No, yeah?
Yeah.
3 years.
Yes. Ke robetse ko Ivory. I went to court. Then when I got, and then the funny thing is that I was having a friend ne ke bereka le ena ko sekolong who was a teacher. By the time ba tlo ntshwara, I was also a witness le ena o fetsa o tswa ko spanning ba mo tshwere ka case e nngwe ya gore ngwana o mongwe le ena o re o mo rapile hape.
Heba.
And then when I get to Ivory, I was going to be, he's also the first person, o ke mo phounelang ba runya go founela mang gore o mmotse gore ba o tshwere na. Ke re e re ke founele menere o mongwe so le so. Ke founela da mana ke mfounela ke re ha menere gape ba ntshwere. O etsa itseng boy? I'm like, how wa gona le sister le mongwe fetsa o dula mo next day wa ka, just surprised ke fetsa o hlapa ile Tuesday ka bo di 8th of December. Just imagine I'm fake. So kavaya. So that thing e ileng e etsahala ko Rabasotho ka that case, it gave me a certain view of life gore ne ke nagana gore ke a qaba ke qabe.
Sure.
We understand.
Sure.
I started to sacrifice more. I started the one thing that is key is that I've got principles settling amongst myself, and I hardly cheat those principles. I don't cheat into a putseng yona. Now if I tell myself gore this is 3 months, a ke batla kopana le motho wa ngwanyana or ke tlo bolela le ngwanyana fela if le gore ke ngwana o ke mcoacha lang, I'm going to live like that because I know how to live something like about 6 hours in my house without talking to anyone. Reading my books. My friends are books.
Yeah.
I read a lot. I'm a reader. So I think those things didn't chaneti or ke kgone to understand now or no. There are certain things that are not important. And then ha ke thomile o di rata, it's easy to love bana ba ke ba coachang. Because already the love revolves around me. Love is magical.
Sure.
Lerato le magic.
And it's a
And then-
beautiful thing.
And I want to tell you one thing.
Yeah.
When it's come to those things, I avoid sexual intercourses a lot because of what I've seen. Go part one, how did they lose their lives?
Yeah.
You get my sense?
Yeah.
Then I'm very sensitive when it's come to those things. My lips are very beautiful.
Yeah.
You can hear it in Sasquasem Natinyana Mara. I can metric, eh?
It
So-
doesn't matter, man.
So
It's
there,
a Western lifestyle. This thing
yeah,
of
there is no way
stiff
I
and
can
stuff.
just give it to anybody else or just kiss my lips. Who are you? Understand? So
Yeah.
I'm very sensitive when you come to me. Come like on a lady level, it's a lot of what channel fit. I can all the boundaries. Ke phila bjalo ka phone e ba reng ke Samsung.
Yeah.
Samsung, how ka phila bjalo ka phone e la o tlo phila very simple. Ina le app tse dingwe tse ile gore ha o re wa di pressa.
Yeah.
Di go botsa gore di batla Wi-Fi. So as a human being, that is why I don't talk to anybody else. Just no, because the more you talk, but ba kgona go kraya access ya gore demand, what kind of a person is this guy?
Sure.
So people must not know things about you. They must just know you. Like but about respect for
I know,
about one
alright.
or could do like a single one. Not we don't respect the about Dinho. This and no. I always humble like okay. Say just like simple life.
That's powerful. Like that's powerful. Like, do you wanna ask something, X now?
Okay. Okay. I will ask about regarding the community.
Sure, sure.
So I want to know, right now, as you can see, we're in the township. You understand?
Yeah.
Sure.
And we have a lot of people who are playing soccer. Their focus is on soccer. Mostly.
Yeah.
You understand? We don't have people who are playing cricket, golf,
Yeah.
volleyball. You understand? What advice can you give them if someone wants to advance in those?
Okay. Good question. If you can check logo ya ka ya JBM Sports Academy,
Yeah.
e ntshitse e na le ngwano a rahang bolo, e na le motho e leng gore o ka re o etsa boxing, e na le mo e leng o ka re o dlaliwa tennis. Like I think e na le 4 ya di category ka mo hare ha yona ke tlo o tla e bona if lo ra o so do e bona. The vision of everything that I'm doing is big. So, you know, some of the things you keep it. You might say it, but you keep it. You know, we've got those people who are waiting to hear, then take those ideas and go and do whatever.
Execute
you know.
them.
They get my sense. But
Yeah.
they aim let me be very clear. We are on the podcast. So I want to have my own school. Ke batla di sports kaofela as a whole. Nna ke follower sports kaofela. Go na le bana ba ke ba thusitseng ka netball. Ke ba kentseng go di teaming ka netball. Go na le bana ba ba etsang di modeling. If you right fun, ngwana o etsa modeling. Like nna ke sport talent as a whole.
Yeah.
Go na le bana ba ile gore ke ba kopantshitse le ba bangwe ba di record label. Like if you are singer, then ke kopana le wena gore na le talent. Nna ke ba reka ka talent. I'm
What
sporting
talent
the
put it
talent.
where it's supposed to be.
Exactly, because like ke kopana le batho ba bantši mo ke tsamayang ko teng.
Yeah.
So coming back to gore bana ba re ka ba
What was the question next?
I think ya rabile ke fe.
We are happy.
We are really but it's a short.
Come again.
I said, what advice can you give them?
Oh yeah, yeah.
If they want to advance in those sports, because right now most of the people are focused on soccer, especially in the township. Because we don't have tennis, we don't have golf.
Even good is gay. Like we don't
Yeah,
have-
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Unless you
limited.
go to private
It's
or
limited.
whatever, yeah.
It's become a challenge kokasi.
Yeah.
I was thought ha generation e re leng ko yona things should have been better. But I've realized gore mentally I think most dilo tse di etsa gore se ka phumela ke batswadi ba rena bra.
Yeah.
Our parents are our obstacles.
But then I believe we shouldn't blame them.
Exactly, araba blame.
Yeah.
Araba blame me, but we are concerned.
Because when I believe they were trapped in a system.
But
In a system.
being trapped in a system that isn't mean for batswadi ba rena ra tshwanela re ba botsa di question tse re tshwantse re ba botse.
Yeah, that one, yeah.
One understand?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be very clear, ne? I love my mom so much.
Sure.
But sometimes it comes deep in my sense that thing ela gore one ntwe ke tsebang no, it's like my mom, it's not like my father didn't wanted to raise me. Mama ka o ganile gore a tla finish, and it's very much painful.
Yeah.
Okay, I like if ke thusitse ke pole but o zamile on trainer gore ke tloye da mane a little bit, but now ke older and wiser. When we go, eventually re tlo gola ha ke godile so ke kgonne find out or no, okay, some of the things di bile so but go bile so, then it's okay, it's part of life.
Yeah.
And then if you can check akina kwale ka yona why my team is JBM ke my mom Joyce Base machine. That is why ke bile ke metsetsa legacy kana, because I appreciate everything. I'm what I am, and like that's how my journey was supposed to be.
Sure.
Because I'm older now, I understand things that I didn't understand. That is why I have to go back and reconcile with her very soon. And then tell her, "Kore na sa tsebe gore ke kwatile. A tsebile na sa tsebe, na not putsa gore why, but now I still have to go home and reconcile with her. Like in
Yeah.
a bit or mama, also now I understand I'm old.
Coach, on my side, do you hit the out? I would like on the football side to say, do you give them the fairness, outcome, brain, whatever for one? Because of, I guess, back then the female they were underestimated, but now since the females won the thing, now the legs are going up high. So, do you also take the female structures, take academic, financial structures as well, you'll be able to commemorate, you'll be able to see their futures in football as females. You also give that structure to say, no, in finance, this is how you're going to be, this is how things should be, this is how you're going to take the offers.
By the way, by the way, he's a politician. Don't mind his language.
No, it's very nice. I love the questions are high too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think kamo JBM we have mastered that one. We have mastered one. I think all of the senior players at JBM ba ne ba dlala ABSA and everything, not except Bob Belinda, the academical structure. Ne?
Yeah.
The senior ones. I'm telling you, my kids, I taught them as much as you like football. Like when Chaco Grau Pere Cox and Max, I always tell them, I know you can do better than it, but keep a routine or how to make money. I want to see blacks but enjoy a football overly financially. They rate our risk succeed and they bless this because we don't have financial freedom.
Yeah.
Ke tlala ka coxsale gore sometimes they are trying coxsale fedile. Sometimes this and that. Never ka no, I will grade 12 ka ba setse go rutile galo to ba dlala ka cox ya bo ma 2.5 and with o irekela yona.
Yeah.
Ke ba rutile from very young gore if lo ro kera 20 rand every day. Ke kopa gore budget 15 rand to 5 rand and see the difference.
Yeah.
Because remember at school they teach us vice versa.
Yes.
They said when you are earning 5,000, you must spend 3,000 and leave 2,000 at the bank. You must remember the money that you spend, it goes.
Yeah.
Then ba re etsetsa gore o ska tsa go company ya bona o bereka bo ma 10 years to 20 years.
Ba
And
slaves.
after 20 years you are tired. So I understood those things like, oh, I've seen that. I'm like, okay, sharp. I understand that ke a ruta bana ba ka. That is why I say I want to have my own school. Because
You already have your own school, and it's powerful. It's powerful.
no, we are at school here. Yeah. That's University of Life. Eh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
that's
is.
UL.
Yeah.
This is UL, University of Life. Are you satisfied or? Okay, I'm also good.
You see what you are doing, eh?
Yeah.
I believe that's how the education, the education system of South Africa.
By the way, we're in the hood. It's getting late. I mean, people are coming from work. They don't mind the sound and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah. But
It's
then I
true.
never mind that.
Yeah.
But it shows
Like-
you are waking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I believe that the way you're thinking, like the way you're growing your children, I believe it's how our system should be like. Not the system of training us to cram, after cramming, having the vision of going to work and getting paid for 5,000 or whatever.
Yeah.
Or what?
Which is
'Cause
not happy.
it's not growing us. I believe like a kid should be grown from the young age, like to make money, to hustle from the young age. That's how I believe. I don't know how you guys feel about that. Or when I coach, you wanna say something about that, but then already you're on the right path.
Let me give him the purpose.
In terms of like, what is your question exact?
Yeah, like I was saying, like the way he says he's growing his children, like over teacher ba already cocks, 2000 and something, at a young age, not limiting themselves. But then budget you by from 5 from care.
Yeah, lunch. Yeah.
So now I'm saying like a kid should be grown to be a hustler from the young age, 10 years at least.
But I think the hustler is a different way. It's not really like growing you to be a hustler, because a hustler is a different thing. It's just like growing you to
Okay,
to be.
entrepreneur actually. Let me not say a hustler.
And
Entrepreneur.
you know that I appreciate what it's doing, because it could affect you in many ways. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could like, because I believe like even me, I grew up in the village, dog. I always say this. I always tell you like, while we were taught back in home, we were taught to humble yourself. Like nah, don't do it. You know what I mean? Talk martial arts and all of that. You know what I mean? That shit limited us. You know what I mean? That's why most of us right now we still have problems with confidence. You know what I mean? We got fears instead. Like we wanna go big, but at the same time we got fears because we were told like, nah, don't go that big. You know what I mean? Just chill. You know what I mean? So that's dope. Like it'll really affect them in a whole lot of way in terms of confidence, in terms of like being responsible. You know what I mean? Cause me, I always tell niggas like this shit is easy, bro. You know what I mean? It's not really. We are so fascinated about like how much this thing cost, but anybody can get it if you really think of it. You know what I mean? But
We've been suffering for a long time because we've been told
Sure.
money is a root of evil, and that we all know or we must share off guard.
Yeah.
Then give me the money, I'll show you. Or money is not the root of evil.
Very casual.
Bring it to me. Because I've got a dream of seeing a black child becoming extraordinary. I know a black child is capable of doing that.
Yeah.
But because some of the things ba mo limitile and ba mo limitile kae ba mo jile ko kae, if he ba programile mama hae ke sekolo sa hae sa mathomo
Yeah. Yeah.
ba mo thomile ka apartheid ha mma hae akere
Hey.
ga bo mme ba rena ba thomile ka apartheid akere
Yeah,
then
fast.
whatever ye ba rutileng yone batswadi ba rena kore my son o nagana ka go ba doctor o nagana ka go ba pilot gale ba lora mo zukno go dilo tse di ka sa makege
Yeah.
wa understand
Yeah.
it won't happen
Sure.
ke motswadi wa hao re it won't happen
Bolela so.
understand?
Yeah.
Already ban limita mo jarting.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's why it's a generational curse. And it's up to us to break it.
yeah, yar break
up to
big
us.
time.
Yeah.
Yar break. We don't progress in life,
Sure.
and then we become like how can live in South Africa? We like batho ba le leng gore o kare o kile wa bona mtsa how ka bofa ya dula bo ma 5 years.
Yeah.
How to even full I realize or you free.
Yeah.
Ito biela yo robala. So as South Africans we are living like that. Because we don't realize the freedom that we have.
Yeah.
Right, you can't say somewhere somehow as South Africans are lazy somewhere somehow.
Yeah.
South Africans have they've got their own ways of living a lengore. It's not okay. You know, it's only in South Africa to cry or muthatsibo drive a scooter, atsibo berekisa grinder mara. That person will say somebody from Zimbabwe mtsela mere.
nah, the thing is me. I feel like South Africans are so fucking like entitled, like they feel like the government owes them something, and they never going to learn, or the government will never do shit for you. You know what I mean? You gotta like really start something, on your own for the government to really like, So most of our people, what really kills them is like they feel so entitled, so like like to feel like of getting like stuff from the government. You know what I mean? That's why most of the time they were always like the government is not doing this, and most of them they really like got like dope ideas, great really like inventions, but the thing is they're still waiting for the government to really do something for them. You know what I mean?
And then which is not gonna happen.
Which is never gonna happen, but the government will never do like
Well,
really
do
nothing
anything
for
the
you.
government want.
You know what I mean?
It doesn't have money, but somehow it has money.
It's same as how people really take the investments type of thing. When people look for investors, they look for someone who's going to take them from 0 to 100. But really, what investors are really are like people who going to really, you're already on 60%. You know what I mean? They're just going to like help you with that 40 or whatever to get to the 100. You know what I mean? So I think, I don't know, are we lazy or what's happening?
We're not lazy.
Or maybe it's that thing of
Let us be honest, we are fucked up mentally. Yeah, we close-minded. We allowed ourselves to be caught in whatever they wanted to caught ourselves in. We allowed, like we are in a maze, but we can't restart that game to go and start from scratch.
So according to you, how do we fix that?
The aid is there. It's very simple.
Yeah. How?
Let's stop focusing on economical transformation and focusing on cultural transformation.
Yeah.
People have forget where they are coming from.
Bro. Now it's
Do you
coming
get my
back to
sense?
our-
Everyone is
our
focusing
previous
on
episode.
economical transformation. What about the culture? People, they don't know where are they coming from.
Yeah, because I always say, like, in order for you to know where you are going, you have
You
to
need to know
where
where
you
you are
come
coming from.
Yes.
Yes, I'm from Bushbuck Ridge. Yeah.
Looking at the now generation, how do you take about the issue of
The celebrity lives from your players at large. Like now they will be playing for multi-choice, they will be going to Europe they will be going to overseas and stuff, and they will be going to those big leagues at a foundation, I would say. How do you take about that on teaching them on how to handle that going forward? Because I know young people in the now generation, whenever they'll be playing for multi choice, whenever they'll be playing at Europe foundations, yeah, obviously they'll be having that stigma of saying, nah, I'm from Europe, and whenever they come back home, they'll be having that stigma or stakes to say, coach, you should put me on the A team. Or how do you deal with it, and how do you advise them to deal with the level of those stigmas or those levels or those stakes going forward?
I don't teach people to fail.
Yeah.
Whenever I do something, I put all of my effort, and then first I know my place. I understand them. Ne? Okay. Then the only thing eki yetan ko the player it's what you need to understand. But you topila ile batho ne.
Yeah.
The player ke batho. Msona anwe atu na ko by anwe atu ba yeti next. Then there is one thing I do ratang ke
By the
banya.
way,
Manya.
what's Musona's real name?
Sletumusa.
Because they might think we're talking about the real Musono.
Musono.
Yeah. There's Slethu Musa in India. So Slethu Musa doesn't smoke, doesn't he? My players, most of my players, they don't smoke. Like I don't attempt a player that is smoking or drinking.
Yeah.
One understand? Now you play football, I'm the one ke handle the problems how na go by. Then you don't have a problem. So the cow
Yeah.
You get my sense. If you smoke, then I will tell you, hore, you are no longer my player. If you don't understand the hore mopolong rakemba on Friday, do things. And na going to campus at the play. You sleep at your place. If you've got a girlfriend, she must understand you. That is why I even know the girlfriend of my players. We are friends. Girlfriend te high cover friend te hakana go pa.
Yeah.
Normally go teaming, we allow only those guys badlala the APC motsepe. Ke ba baholo obviously. But if you are still under academy, study play for multi-choice, we don't allow you to do those things. We told you out the little fella can go stadium because how to a stadium you are at house.
Yeah.
So
So
I
you treat them like an investment.
no ke hona ba ka kry-ang chance.
Sure.
Ke December, anyone must enjoy.
Yeah.
Let them leave. Fella, they must also leave. Who's up with the wrong home? Clubhouse is like a jail, bruh. It's like go me.
Yeah.
So it's tough there. You must let them. Sometimes but don't expose.
That's one thing. You know, I feel like if we keep saying things are tough, things are hard,
They are
that's
not
really what fucks up. Because it's not really hard.
Yeah.
Bro. Going to a camp, waking up at 7, doing what you gotta do, that's not hard.
Yeah.
You know you want this shit, do this shit.
Sure.
And that's the principle of
You
it.
know, that's easy.
Exact. That's
What's the difficult thing about that?
What is the difficult
You know what I
thing?
mean? That's why I
Yeah.
feel like we need to stop saying this, like, stuff is hard.
Sure.
Things is
So
hard.
Yeah,
Things is
immediately
hard.
if you say that, because like immediately if you say that,
Yeah.
you inviting the hardness of
You
it.
know what I mean?
Because yeah, what do you think you are?
Yeah.
Your perspective
Sure.
changes. You know?
Your mind is everything.
Yeah.
What you think you become. Even
The way
what
we-
you say is
the way we
powerful.
start looking things different, those things that we're looking at changes
Yeah.
different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Immediately they change. So yeah.
That's why it's all good, like too positive on the good side always. So yeah, we gotta close it off.
Hi, we gotta close
I see. we gotta close it. gotta close it off.
Yo, it's been a real one. We are here with Coach Dinho. You know what I mean?
Thanks for your time, man. Like it's been a
Yo,
whole
guys,
day.
guys, thanks. Yeah.
Handshake.
So man, we should feature him. Oh, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yo, all the best with the academy. You know, obviously there's still a whole lot of stuff that like is supposed to be done. You know what I mean?
And anyway, like the socials, do we have this contacts actually, not socials. Contacts for people who want to reach you, like
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
that
yeah.
you do, who can find whatever that you do.
Now that's about to be sorted
fund
out
us,
real-
because I
that-
believe like at some point there will be funders.
I think I've
They
deleted
will.
everything.
Yeah. Or you
I only
deleted.
left with my profile, which is Donald Dinho.
Yeah, yeah.
And you can go there and get everything. Some of them, I deleted them.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like in terms of like social medias, everything, social accounts,
Yeah.
that's about to be handled real soon.
Sure,
JBM,
sure.
you know what I mean? Sports Academy, we are here.
Yeah,
Your
we
boy
are.
Cody, MK, Coach Dinho, Kulin,
Kulin,
X,
X.
Socio-Digital Life, we out here, man. Kaufontein, this scary.
At Tshepo's pub.
Yo, guys,
Sure.